Hey YouTube, so today what I got for you is all the Rebuild Eden cutscenes. I stitched them all together, whether I did it offline or I did it on stream. So yeah, a complete run through of all the cutscenes and my reaction to them in this video. So yeah, enjoy. Yeah, and this is on voice, so I'll have to, so yeah. Alright. And this takes place right after part 1. Good grief. Cecil looks all around her. Actually, maybe not during part 1, but probably after, either after, the initial blast, or, yeah, probably after the initial blast that destroyed Eden. Everything's been smashed to pieces. Yeah. Fortunately, the core defense system is still functional. So we were able to protect the power grid and other critical infrastructure. However, Eden's Spear, along with most other facilities, was completely destroyed. No matter how urgent the situation is, if we leave them in this state without repairs, we will face problems with our defense systems and the reactivation of Eden's Spear. That doesn't sound good. Eden's population is at its highest since its establishment, but it's all hands on deck defending against the Raptures. Pulling anyone away to help with repairs isn't in the cards. I figured as much. We're all well aware that the Queen is trying to annihilate us right now. Don't worry. Luckily for us, not all of the repair robots were destroyed. We built a few precisely for situations like this. What do you mean? You'll see for yourself later. You should get back to the battlefield. In any case, things are way better than when Eden was first established. Everything is not as hopeless as it seems. Leave this to me and get back to leading the operation. I'm counting on you, Cecil. Got it. Johan leaves to take command. Now that no one's in the way, Cecil takes out a tablet. Let's get these repairs underway, shall we? Alright, complete mission. Okay, yeah. And then this is where we get the lore bits. Okay. Cecil types away at the keyboard of the main computer. Okay, repair progress is at... not bad. The basic infrastructure should be running fine now. As for the video recording from each area, a warning message appears on the screen. Can't access any of them. Cecil taps at the main computer's keyboard. No issues with the black box. Looks like the system became inaccessible during the restoration process. Still, I want to make sure. File pops up on the screen. The only thing I can see now is only this footage. Cecil plays the video. Loading. Beginning playback. Come on in. This is the main laboratory that will serve as the foundation of our operations. Yeah, I did see someone do this, which is where I saw, I was like, oh, wait, did these have lore bits? And then they're like, yeah, these have lore bits. So like, okay, I'll leave now. And I'll make sure that I'll leave now so I don't get spoiled. And they're like, okay, so yeah, I gotta do this on stream then. Dorothy and Johan follow Cecil's lead as they enter into the laboratory. This is better than I anticipated. Absolutely, it's lovely. It came together faster than I expected. This is going to be the framework for everything, after all. Given how long this laboratory has been abandoned on the surface, I thought everything inside would be ruined. But surprisingly, there were many things we could salvage. Is that so? Yeah, the main power source is big and in surprisingly good shape. Fixing a few broken cords and replacing some lost components should be enough to get it up and running again. The building itself is in good condition as well. Excellent news all around. Nicely done, Cecil. You both did a great job hunting down all the parts I needed too. Sure. Don't mention it. I'm impressed that you were aware of a place like this. Was it something you picked up back in your days with the Goddess Squad? I've already told you to be mindful about bringing that up. Oh, sorry about that. So, does what you know about this place come from your past experiences? Does it even matter? What matters is that this place will be a place where we start all over again. True. Dorothy slowly turns around, taking in the base around her. At long last, we can finally begin. Finally. The foundation has been laid to create a new Nikke squad that will uphold their legacy. And with that, the cornerstone of a new paradise, which the squad will protect, has been established. A new Nikke squad, new weapons, a new paradise. The tainted history of hypocrisy shall be rewritten, and a new story will begin. And this is where it all begins. It's still a bit of a gamble. We don't know when or where we'll find Nikkes capable of wielding the weapons we've created. Even if we do, there's no way to know if they'll be on the same page as us. Still, we finally reached the starting line. That's right. What about you, Johan? Do you like this place? Johan carefully examines the surroundings. Johan? What's the name of this place? What should I call this place? It seems you're not asking about the purpose of this place. You really were just asking for its name. Well, let me think. Dorothy, you're the one who proposed building this place. So it's only fitting for you to come up with a name. Do you have anything in mind? Eden. Eden. In this place, no one will be exploited for their weakness, and no one will be sacrificed for their strength. It will be a true paradise. Only those who have the power to survive on their own will gather here, living to uphold what they consider just. So, this will be a paradise reserved for those who are worthy. We shall call this place Eden. End of playback. Alright, load a little bit. Loading. Beginning playback. Haran mightily swings around the scythe. Looks like you've gotten the hang of it. Indeed. It took some getting used to, but I think I'm there. You've adapted faster than I thought. I didn't think wielding a weapon capable of causing corrosion would be easy. Even though I'm immune to the powder, I was worried that if I used too much, I might start to corrode too. Well, okay, yep. Foreshadowing. But the more I used it, the more natural it felt. This feather ball is starting to grow on me too. I'm glad you've adapted well. Actually, I'm still a bit bewildered. When I took your test that day, I thought I was going to die without even getting the chance to do anything. I can't believe I'm still alive. You have every right to be proud of yourself. We've had innumerable Nikkes undergo this test, and you're the first to pass and enter this place. I see. I thought I'd spend the rest of my life wandering aimlessly with a half-broken core until the day I die. To have been given a second chance at life is thrilling indeed. Now that you've mentioned it, your core is damaged? Yes. How did that come about? It's pretty much the same old story. An ordinary Nikke who once admired the goddesses of victory, traveling up to the surface, blinded by the noble cause of reclaiming it. I burned my life away in battle and damaged my core. When my so-called comrades found out, they used me as bait for the raptors and ran away. It's a common occurrence. You've never thought about seeking revenge? Of course I have. At first my mind was consumed purely by the instinct to survive. Just so I could demand an explanation from my so-called comrades. That thought was what kept me going and helped me stay alive. However, When I finally found them, they had become bait themselves and were completely wiped out. They were holding nothing but their radios clenched tightly in their hands, same ones that had sent countless distress calls to the Ark. It was then that I finally realized, regardless of who we were, all of us had been abandoned. We weren't the goddesses of victory, we were simply lambs being sent to the slaughter. And the Ark. They were the cause of everything. I thought I was doomed to die. I didn't expect to enjoy this kind of luxury. Don't think of it as a luxury. Remember what I told you. Remember what I told you? Nothing in this place comes without a price. Dorothy is right. We'll mend you and give you the equipment you need. But in exchange, you have to dedicate yourself entirely to Eden's cause. Very well. In exchange, the strong will never have to sacrifice themselves for the weak, and no one will exist merely to be sacrificed. Yeah. I stopped trying to voice things after I found out how I sounded when I was doing Hildebrand quests. But whatever. I'm giving it another shot now. Yeah, I kind of liked it when I did the Resident Evil collab event with Linvi and Neapolitan. Everyone here fights for Eden with everything they've got, pure and simple. I mean, even though I didn't really do any voices, they did, but still, that made me want to try it again. Even if I suck, I don't care anymore. As long as I don't hear myself. As long as I don't hear myself that I sound normal, like I'm just talking. As long as it sounds like I'm doing a voice in my head, or at least to me. Because you know how you sound different when you hear yourself talk? That's what I mean. How you think you hear yourself sound versus how you actually sound. Everyone here fights for Eden with everything they've got, pure and simple. Alright, fine by me. Enough playback. Alright. Loading. Beginning playback. What in the world is going on? No matter how many times I check, there's nothing wrong with the weapons. Forget about aerial maneuvers. You can't even get off the ground. What a letdown. Even if you have no prior experience in aerial combat, this is just pathetic. I can't believe you passed my test. Where's that fire inside you that you used to have? Is this really the best you can do? Anyway, what's the point? I'm just wasting my breath. Next time you'd better show more skill than this. This has nothing to do with whether or not you passed the test. The paradise has no place for those who aren't worthy. Dorothy leaves. What's gotten into you? What? You're not taking this training seriously. I don't see any drive in you, nor any joy in the life you fought so hard to survive. Do you want to die? Is that it? Is that how it seems? Yes, maybe I do. Why? I don't see the point in trying so hard to live. You believe life has no meaning? Love is essential to live. Love? Yes, living for something you care about. That is what I live for. Back then, yeah, I loved the Ark. Even though it never knew I existed. And I loved my hometown. I loved the people I grew up with. The comrades who once spoke of reclaiming the surface and defeating the Raptures together. The countless humans from the Ark who saw us off as we set out for the Second Surface Reclamation War. I loved all of them with all my heart. But when we lost the war, they told us there was no place to house our battered forces and packed us onto the surface elevator and sent us back up. I did everything I could to contact the Ark and save my dying comrades, but they never responded. They ridiculed our attempts at communication, accusing us of being Rapture spies. When I watched my comrades curse the Ark with their final breaths, I finally realized that the love I had felt was always unreciprocated. I had given everything in the name of love, and this was the outcome. Once I realized that all that was left was rage, my life felt hollow. Everything I used to love and care for had lost all meaning. I had loved and devoted myself wantonly, but at least my feelings were genuine. So tell me, why did you survive? What? Dorothy's tests aren't easy. If you went through the same tests as I did, then they must have been so brutal that no one would think we were fighting the same Nikke. You've probably faced death more times than you can count. And yet you passed the test. What I'm saying is that you survived because you wanted to love again, didn't you? Huh? That's why you endured such torment and survived. I never thought of it that way. But what if you look for it again? Something to love. After all, we've been blessed with the gift of long life. Look for something to love again, and then she meets us. Will I ever find it? Can't find anything to love in all that time, and it starts eating away at you? Until you start wishing for death. When that happens, I'll end your suffering. Isabelle stares intently at Haran. Haran returns her gaze. Do you really mean that? Yes, because I know how painful it is to live a meaningless life. Alright. I'll do as you say. A wise decision. I'm Isabelle. What's your name? Name's Haran. I'm looking forward to working with you. To become someone capable of loving again? That's impossible, right? She's talking about herself. End of playback. Loading. Beginning playback. Incoming from the front. Yeah. Haran swings her scythe. On the right. On the right. I'll cover you. Damn it, our back's exposed. Dorothy pivots and aims at the Rapture standing behind her. Clear. Test complete. Ending simulation. Phew. It can be pretty challenging to respond quickly when unexpected variables arise. If it hadn't been for Dorothy, things could have been even worse. What was that back there? Dorothy? Isabelle, you had tunnel vision. The one on long-range duty should have covered as much ground as possible. You had a bird's-eye view, but you missed too many things. Back in the day, even with a short flight time, the long-range units would clear the field fast, so the close and mid-range units didn't have to worry at all. Meanwhile, you moved like a snail up there. I see. Same with you, Haran. If you're in charge of melee combat, shouldn't you be the one spotting the enemies and reacting before I do? In the past, the others would just charge in and take out the enemy without me having to say a word. Shouldn't both of you be able to instinctively react without needing to be told? She's too far in the past. She's stuck on the Goddess Squad days. If you don't make any progress, how are we supposed to defeat high-level raptors on the surface? Dorothy, who exactly are you fighting alongside? Huh? The variables we introduced in today's simulation were intended to teach everyone how to work together and how to react and adapt to sudden changes. While it wasn't perfect, I'd say we achieved that goal. You, on the other hand, keep bringing up the past. Are the squad mates you think you're fighting alongside right now really Haran and Isabelle? Huh? Well... Don't be silly, Johan. If not us, who else could it be? Haran? Dorothy is right. Our current performance isn't cutting it. Haran's got her back. We need to become stronger than anyone else in the Ark. We've got to work harder. That's right. I'll fly higher and faster. That way I can respond more quickly, just as Dorothy mentioned. Isabelle. Alright. Let's keep at it and practice more. Johan, we want to keep training on our own. Will that be a problem? Suit yourselves. Johan leaves the simulation room. Alright, let's get some more training in before we call it a day. Okay? Okay. Should we incorporate some variables this time as well? Why are you speaking up for me? You both must realize that my demands are unreasonable. Well... we're squad mates, aren't we? Huh? That's right. Whatever it is, we're in this together. Sure, those in Eden all have their own personal preferences, but we're all fighting alongside each other to survive on the surface. So that makes us comrades. But... so if we're not meeting your expectations, we should strive to do so. If this will make us trustworthy squad mates, then so be it. Oh, yep, the music. Yeah, I was like, wait, this sounds familiar. I don't know the lyrics, so I'm just humming along. Yeah, it's like, yeah. It's the music from Overzone, like the menu screens of Overzone. Yeah. Oh, God, I love this game. Like, we need to have complete faith in each other's abilities and rely on each other to truly fight together. Don't you agree? You're right. You're right. Alright, then let's try this again. Isabelle, you operate the panel. Got it. I'll get into position. Haran, Isabelle? What's wrong? Thank you for understanding. Oh, did a tear just fall down her face there? Don't mention it. Never thought I'd hear you say that. Isabelle and Haran both leave. A new squad. Well, you can see like tears in her eye. Yeah. The past is gone. I can't go back to those days, and yet I keep holding on to it like a fool. I should focus on the present. The squad must succeed. Dorothy clenches her fist. Until I achieve what I want. End of playback. Loading. Beginning of playback. Yeah, okay, here's Noah. Okay. The strongest shield. Truly. You. In Eden, Noah sits at the end of a quiet hallway. My oh my, that was a heavy sigh. Haran? What are you doing here? Are you still bothered by Johan scolding you during training? Of course I am. He was really harsh. You're too slow at pulling out your shield. If you hesitate like that, your allies behind you will die. Why do you hate being alone? We don't have time to babysit you on the battlefield. Don't just stand there. Move. You need to work on that timid personality of yours. He wants me to work on my timid personality, but I don't know how. The fact that he's my commander is terrifying. Huh? What's so terrifying about him? Well, everything. Is he more terrifying than Eden's tests? Not to that extent. Then what are you so afraid of? Back when you took the test, you were brimming with confidence. I was braver then, because I didn't want to die. I just wanted to stay alive, no matter what. Whatever the reason, you made it, didn't you? I guess so. Now that I've made it, I keep thinking about who I really am. I'm not sure I should even be handling such insane weapons. Everyone said I wouldn't make it. That's why they left me behind. I could end up being abandoned during the mission this time too. Sorry for bothering you. I'll find a way to fix this personality of mine somehow. Noah. Yes? I was the one who put you to the test and passed you. If you don't trust yourself, then trust my judgment. You're here because of me. Your judgment? That's right. Trust my judgment and don't feel intimidated anymore. Don't let yourself get too down. I don't like being this way either, but I can't shake these feelings of intimidation. Then pretend to be arrogant. Oh, this is how she got her person. This is how she became Gremlin. Arrogant? Picture an arrogant, confident version of yourself standing before your timid self acting as a shield. Even if people see you as annoying, hold your head high and laugh arrogantly so you don't feel intimidated in front of others. Laugh arrogantly? What do you mean? Give me a laugh. You want me to laugh? Heh. Now that just sounds silly. Imagine you're lording above everyone else and let out a mighty guffaw. Ha 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 ha. That's more like it. Now try a mocking laugh. Hee hee? Not like that. Hee hee. Be more sarcastic. Heh. Okay, not bad. Now remember that laugh, and when you do it, hold your head high and stand tall. Don't let anyone else take advantage of your weaknesses. Present yourself as a person of strength. As a person of strength? Believe that shield you wield is the strongest shield on the surface. It really was. Just act as high and mighty as possible. If you believe this in your heart and act accordingly, then everyone else will follow suit and believe it as well. The strongest shield on the surface. You get it now? Yeah, I got it. I think I know what to do. Excellent. The next day. Did you all see that? My shield blocked everything in today's mission. You guys freaked out over nothing. What would you have done if it weren't for me, the strongest shield on the surface? Haran, you've created a monster. What did you do? What? Noah, she was so well behaved before, but now? Isabel, what are you mumbling about? You look like a complete dork. She seemed so arrogant. Maybe. But at least she's got a backbone now, unlike before. That's true. Then what's the problem? End of playback. Loading. Beginning playback. 5 Tyrant class Raptures down. Mission complete. Cecil. Yeah. It's bothering my throat a little, so I'll try, but I'm not promising anything. Got it. Ending simulation. Nice job, everyone. Ah, it's over. Phew, it's finally over. Good job, all of you. We were really in sync today. I'm excited to see the results. How'd they do, Cecil? They all barely got a scratch on them, and the completion time is not bad. Actually, I'd say they did pretty well, based on the standards of the other elite squads I've observed in the Ark before I escaped. I doubt any of them could achieve these results. This level of performance has already surpassed our initial expectations. Oh. Seriously? It's the same with your practical combat test. I think you're pretty much ready to take on elite level Raptures. Wow, did those words really come out of Cecil's mouth? We must have done really well. At this rate, we just might reclaim the surface. Don't go patting yourselves on the back just because of the test results. No one knows how you'll do in a real battle. I mean, I was just saying. Come on, let us enjoy ourselves just for today. It's a happy occasion. Today, we've demonstrated our potential and how well we can work together. That's right. Lighten up, Commander. Yeah. We even set a new record. Shouldn't we at least have a little party? No. No party. Now let's get something to eat. What a party pooper. What's so special about that? It's just the same can of food that we always have. Even if you want to eat something else, you'll need to wait until the fruits we've planted have fully matured. Still, canned food tastes better than Splendiman, doesn't it? But I'm so sick and tired of eating this all the time. Don't be so picky with your food. Fine. How about we spice things up by preparing the canned food in a different way? Maybe boil it in a pot or something. What kind of suggestion is that? Just thinking about it makes me feel sick. Hey, don't be like that. Come on, let's have a party and enjoy the good mood. How about we enjoy the food we brought back from our last expedition? And let's check what we have in the supply storage. They're improving faster than I expected. I can't believe we're already seeing such a result. We actually pulled it off. A squad worthy of carrying on the legacy. Dorothy lifts her head and looks toward her new squad mates. The scene before her is one of jubilation at an unexpected achievement. I thought it was a gamble, but we actually pulled it off. We really did it. Even though the atmosphere is one of peace, strangely, I feel empty. Yep. 'Cause nothing will replace them. Huh? Ah. Dorothy walks out, leaving her other squad mates to celebrate without her. End of playback. Alright. Loading. Beginning playback. Dorothy ventured out into the center of the sun-dappled garden. It's cold. I don't think there's anything wrong with the temperature system. Should I increase the temperature? Huh? Cecil? Would you like me to increase the indoor temperature for you a little? No, it's fine. What are you doing here, anyway? What about the party? Everyone's excitedly getting ready, but it looks like there's not much I can contribute at this point. I see. Congratulations, Dorothy. Huh? We may not have achieved any real results yet, but we've effectively accomplished what you spoke of when Eden was established. To gather those who escaped the Ark, and form a new squad with our own hands, one that carries on the legacy of the God Squad. What felt like a gamble has almost become a reality. You're right. To be honest, I didn't expect this plan to actually come to fruition. Back then, they wanted to use my brain for a project to develop an AI that modeled after... Oh, so they wanted her to be Enoch. I guess, yeah. So that's why she ran away. They wanted her to be Enoch, I'm guessing. One that would serve... Oh, okay. Okay, then they wanted her to be Ink, I guess. If you hadn't helped me escape the Ark, I probably wouldn't have agreed to join you. I thought it was an overly unrealistic gamble. And yet, despite your misgivings, you're still hanging in there. It saved my life after all. It's the least I can do. I also got to study the Grimm's model. Weapons that now only exist only in hidden records. The idea of getting to craft similarly powerful weapons was exciting. We've also achieved positive results much more quickly than I ever thought possible, which makes me really happy. Glad to hear it. You don't look happy. Huh? I thought you'd be more excited than anyone to see Eden progress, but you don't seem all that happy about it. That's not true. Of course I'm happy. I just don't broadcast it to the world like everyone else. How much longer are you going to stand outside the circle? Huh? How much longer are you going to watch everything from a distance? What are you... From rescuing me from the pursuers in the Ark, to proposing that we build a dream home, to rescuing Johan. Oh, so she's the reason Johan is still around. Testing Huron and Isabel and accepting Noah. Up until now, and they're playing the Overzone music again. Up until now, you just think of everything as part of the journey towards your goal. You've never actually considered us your comrades, have you? You've been judging me and making assumptions about me? Could you please stop? When have I... Your only comrades were those girls from your past. As for us, we're nothing more than a means to an end. Isn't that right? What is it you really want to say? Try to feel like you belong? Get along with your squad mates? Is that what you're getting at? Lecturing me like some kind of an expert? No, not at all. I just genuinely want to know. In Eden, the decisions of others should not be interfered with, as long as they don't harm its interests. Isn't that the rule? So regardless of what you choose, I don't want to force my opinions upon you. Don't you think it's even worse than you know that you know the rule? Oh, don't you think it's even worse that you know the rule, yet you're still asking me such questions? You're right. I definitely crossed the line this time. I apologize if I offended you. Whatever. You can go now. I want to be alone. Alright. Still, I hope you'll come to the party. Everyone seems to be waiting for you. We'll see. Cecil leaves. You want me to step inside the circle? There's no way I can do that. Dorothy gazes at the sky beyond the ceiling. She's too far gone. She's only now starting to come around because of Rappy and Commander. It was the very same blue sky she had once gazed upon that distant day long ago. 'Cause I still have so much unresolved feelings, and I miss it. Up until now, I've yet to cross that thin line I drew from back then. Enough playback. Okay, here we go. Loading. Beginning playback. Wowee! Wow. Woohoo! Noah gestures toward the apple sitting on the table. We actually grew this! Hmm? Noah, you literally saw me pluck it. I know that. I'm just saying, the fact that we grew this thing is really fascinating. You're right. Although technically I was the one who grew it. So one can eat it. I suppose we can eat it right now. Right now? Alright, I'll give it a... Noah lifts her head and looks around at the members of Eden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... That makes me number 6. What are you doing? Noah looks back at the apple which is now in Cecil's hand. What a shame. What are you talking about? I don't think there'll be enough left for me. Whatever, I'll have some next time. I don't even care that much about this apple anyway. Aw, poor Noah. Weren't you just going on about how fascinating it was? Yeah, she's making it seem like she doesn't want it so everyone else can have it. Precious. That was then. Huh. Why are you so stressed out over that? We can just split it evenly. Exactly, 6 equal pieces. 1 for each of us, yep. It's the first fruit of Eden. It's the first fruit of Eden. Everyone deserves to have a bite. Really? You bet. I'm good. All of you can have it. Splitting it into 5 pieces would be harder than cutting it into 6. Just have a piece. And someone else can have my share. It's too much trouble, just eat it. So, who's going to cut it? I could use my scythe. What? I don't think that's a good idea. It's hard enough to cut it evenly with a sword. You can't possibly do it with a scythe. Have you tried it before? No? I just saw someone else do it before. Oh, Scarlet, yeah. Well, we won't know if we don't try. I guess so. Forget it. I'll just use my army knife to cut it. I poured my heart and soul into that scythe. I don't want to see it used for something ridiculous. Fair point. Cecil produces a knife. Don't we have to wash it before eating? It's fine. I've already sterilized it. Cecil cuts the apple into 6 slices. I'd say it's pretty even. Alright. Alright everyone, one for each of us. Here you go, Noah. Try it. You're letting me have it first? Yep. Noah grabs a slice of apple. Crunch. Oh, it's so good! You guys have to try this! Alright, we'll have a bite too. Thank you. Heron and Isabelle both grab a slice. It's really nice. Splinterman has got nothing on this. It's because this is real. Dorothy, eat yours too. And you, Johan. I really don't. Do you want me to feed you? I'll eat it myself. Johan and Cecil each take a slice. Not bad. It sure is. Now you, Dorothy. Dorothy eyeballs the last slice of apple, then picks it up. Wow! It's pretty good! End of playback. Loading. Beginning playback. Johan, you're way overdue for a checkup. You know that, right? Yeah. I don't remember how I did this place, but I'll try it. Okay. You always say that, but do you ever consider getting a checkup on time? Because, you know, it's been a while since I've done this. I've been wanting to, like, only do progress on stream since I started doing all the cutscenes on stream, so, yeah. You always say that, but do you ever consider getting a checkup on time? Your body isn't like us Nikes. Wait. I thought Cecil was human. I could have sworn she said... I could have sworn that when we met her, we found out she was human. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this, because I could have sworn Cecil was human. There's no telling what could happen. Do you want to freeze up in the middle of the battle with the Raptures? I'm here for the checkup now, aren't I? Yes, I suppose you are. Because nagging you won't change a thing. Let's get started. You know the drill. The scan should take about 10 minutes. Just lie down and stay still. Okay. Cecil leaves the room to operate the body scanning machine. Johan lies down on the device. Commencing scan. Please close your eyes. The body scanning machine wears to life. Johan closes his eyes. Countless voices he cannot forget echo in his ears. The second surface reclamation war is bound to be a success. It'll be 100 times bigger than the first surface reclamation war. As a commander destined to become a legend, our new hotshot Johan will be joining us. Do we really have to die like this? So meaninglessly? I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Second surface reclamation war failed. And now you want to retreat? We spent so much money. How can you expect us to retreat with no results? Failure is not an option. Reclaim the surface, no matter what. Oh, this is what got him kicked out of the Ark, I guess. Johan's dream. I want to make that dream, our dream, of a reclaimed surface, a reality. I'm sorry, Commander. Due to the recklessness of the new executive commander, Hotshot Johan, they pinned it all on him. The Second Surface Reclamation War has been deemed a failure. The central government has detained him for further investigation at the Rehabilitation Center. Breaking news. Johan, the executive commander from the Second Surface Reclamation War, has escaped the Rehabilitation Center and is heading to the surface elevator. Johan! You're surrounded! From now on, shoot anyone who defends Johan. They're all traitors to the Ark. You can't die here, Commander. You have to survive. You can't just stay here. You have to keep going. You must live and clear your name. Shoot him! No mercy! Kill the traitor! Johan? The scan is done. Was that a dream? How long was I asleep? Scan just finished, so about 10 minutes, I'd say. I see. Johan sits up. Can't believe I actually saw you sleeping. I think this is the first time, except for when you first got this body transplant. Wait, what? What body transplant? I know he's got cyborg parts in him, but I didn't know he had like a whole different body. I don't know. Back then, I thought you wouldn't make it, so it was hard to tell you if you were asleep or dead. Yeah, they really wanted to kill me. They inflicted injuries on me that were severe enough to be life-threatening. If it weren't for you, I would have died right there. Well, I owed you one. After all, you helped me escape from the Ark. I did. You certainly did. You escaped from the Rehabilitation Center and distracted all the military. That allowed me to slip out of the laboratory and head to the Outer Rim, where I took the elevator up to the surface. I see. Still, you're the last person I expected to run into on the surface. At first, I wasn't sure if you'd ever move again. But fortunately, you adapted well. Frankly, when we were treating you, our facilities were sorely lacking. We had to quickly create a mechanical body to treat you, barely any time to consider its stability. I was honestly a little worried. I wondered if you might just collapse and not get back up. That won't happen. I still have things I have to do. I see. Johan, do you still dream of reclaiming the surface? Yes, I do. I will make it a reality, no matter what. End of playback. Loading. Beginning playback. In a garden in Eden. Lovely weather. Haran stares absent-mindedly at the sky beyond the ceiling. Never thought I'd be able to stare at the sky so peacefully. We went through so much on the battlefield, and yet somehow it led to all this. I never could have dreamed of a moment like this back then. Haran. Oh, hey Johan. What are you doing here all alone? The weather's absolutely perfect today. I figured I'd soak up some sun and enjoy this moment of peace. A moment of peace. I know, it's strange, isn't it? A few years ago, I never would have imagined I'd be enjoying such luxuries. Just goes to show that life and fate is truly unpredictable. I'm not sure I follow. Excluding Dorothy and Noah, everyone in Eden is here because we escaped from the Ark after the Second Surface Reclamation War. I just find that so intriguing. All those horrible things I went through, things too painful to revisit. Who would have guessed that such strong bonds would come from that? Makes me realize that life really is so unpredictable. I see. If my old squad mates knew that the one and only hotshot Johann was my commander, they'd probably drop dead from shock. Don't you resent me? What do you mean? I bear some responsibility for the Second Surface Reclamation War. Why would you ask me such a question? Never mind. It was a ridiculous question to begin with. You don't have to answer. Huh. I see no reason not to answer. I don't resent you. Didn't I tell you when I first got here for training? Whether it's me or my squad mates who stabbed me in the back, you were all sacrificial lambs sent up by the Ark. I viewed you in the same light. You were another scapegoat created by the Ark. They used you however they pleased, and when they had no further use for you, they tossed you aside. You were just a grunt wearing the guise of a hero. So no, I don't resent you at all. There isn't a trace of hatred either. I've never asked her, but I'm sure Isabelle feels the same. As far as I can tell, she genuinely believes that you are her commander and would follow you anywhere. You think so? So if you're still holding on to any guilt, let it go. Clinging to the past will only serve as a stumbling block for us now. Right now, we're not disposable cards to be discarded when things go wrong. We're a team, aren't we? Yeah, you are a team, but you weren't discarded. But like, you did end up getting into something end up getting into a situation like that. But it wasn't just to be sacrificial lambs. You guys did have your own volition. You're right. We are. That's more like it. Heron. Yes? Thank you. I've got to go. Johann takes his leave. The one and only Johann actually thanked me. I knew it. Life truly is full of unpredictability. End of playback. Loading. Beginning playback. Okay, it's Cecil this time. Alright. Eden's spear is ready to go. Finally. Eden's what? What's that? Is it the massive thing on the top floor? That's right. So what exactly is that massive thing? Come to think of it, I've never heard what that thing is actually for. Why did you build something so huge? Strike down anything extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial as in space? That's right. Never mind. I don't want to know. What's with the whole space thing all of a sudden? Why is the scale getting so huge? Wait, are you talking about... Yes, the Queen. Huh? What's this about a queen now? Are we heading to a kingdom of some sort? I'm talking about the Queen of the Raptures. What? The Rapture Queen? How many times do I have to say it? Our goal is to reclaim the surface. To that end, we've chosen the strongest individuals around. Sure, you mentioned that before, but you never said anything about defeating a queen. If humanity wants to reclaim the surface, going up against the Queen is inevitable. So long as the Queen continues to exist, raptures will not cease to be created. As was proven in the Second Surface Reclamation War. In order to reach the Queen, we must take the lift. And right now, that place is teeming with raptures. That's why we need something that huge. So we can take down the Queen without needing the lift. Precisely. We may be elite warriors, but there are only a few of us. If the Raptors swarm us, we won't stand a chance. That leaves us with only one option. Long-distance attacks. The elite Nikkes will take down any enemy that stands in the way of our attack. I think this is the most viable option we have available to us. That makes sense, but still. Good. Then let's decide right now. Eden will fight with everything it's got to take down the Queen. If you're not up for it, you're free to leave. Leave? However, you must return everything that Eden has given you before you leave. If you're fine with that, then go. I won't stop you. This is your last chance. I'm not going anywhere. You heard me. Since we've been granted so much power, we should use it to go up against something worthy of it. Let's fight together. I'm staying too. Even you, Isabel? I haven't really fought for Eden, and I still haven't fulfilled all my promises to Haran. Most importantly, I don't want to go back to the Ark. But what's gotten into all of you? I'll be the odd one out if I don't agree, so whatever. I'm in. I'll do it. I don't want to go back to the Ark either. Whether I die here or out there, it doesn't make any difference. It's better to die having fought for something than not fighting at all. So we're all in agreement. Excellent. Looks like our ranks remain unchanged. Right. In that case, we should get started. Alright. It's time we emerge on the surface as a force to be reckoned with. But before that, I have a word of advice. None of you are goddesses of victory. Huh? Aren't you being a bit too harsh? You can't be goddesses of victory because you're no longer fighting for humanity. And you're not reclaiming the surface for humanity. Same goes for me. I'm no longer a hero. I won't fight for humanity anymore. Commander? So we'll do it. For a long time, the Ark, no, not a single human had achieved this grand feat of reclaiming the surface. Neither did a goddess of victory, nor any hero. But we will achieve this, even if we don't get any recognition or glory for our victory. Even if we have to resort to any means necessary. Even if we all perish in the attempt. We must do this. We will achieve this with our own hands. Are you with me? I've never been interested in glory. Everyone in the Ark shall fall over in shock when they see what we've accomplished. I'm not interested in all that stuff either. Since the Ark forced me out, I am no longer afraid of death, nor am I interested in glory. Alright, we've got a shot here, so let's do this. The moment the Ark's door shut on me, glory no longer held any significance in my life. So I will do it. I must achieve it with my own bare hands. Alright, since everyone's ready to go, attack. End of playback. Yeah, that's a bit, yeah. That gives more meaning to how Johan actually called Haran goddess of victory before she fell apart, and that really hurts. Loading. Beginning playback. This is the one I saw. I heard of. So yeah, this one kind of hits hard a bit, given everything that happened in the event. But yeah, this is what made me decide to just lock in and do it all. Are you kidding me? Here too? What is this? Jeez, even a place this remote is under surveillance. Cecil some kind of secret pervert? Why are there cameras installed in such remote place? Wait a minute. I often come here and cuss out the commander and Dorothy. Don't tell me that it's all recorded. Is she insane? Why would she install security cameras all the way out here? What should I do? Should I destroy them? No, doing that will get me caught right away. I could take them down and then destroy them somewhere else. What are you doing here all by yourself? Huh? Why are you so surprised? Your eyes nearly popped out. You scared me. What do you mean my eyes nearly popped out? I'm dealing with the Code Red situation right now. If you're not going to help me, then get lost. Code Red, you say? What happened? Oh great, now Isabel's here too. At least Dorothy and the commander aren't here. What's going on? Well, Noah tells them about the security cameras installed in the corner. Huh, that's what all this fuss is about? I'm not making a fuss. This is a big deal. But I don't think destroying the cameras is a smart idea. Could be a good time to review all the past footage. Makes sense. I almost got caught for doing something stupid. So what should I do? How about leaving some more footage? Leaving more footage? What do you mean? There's a saying, if you want to hide a tree, plant it in the forest. The more footage this camera captures, the less inclined Cecil will be to sift through it all. Wow, that's genius. Okay, then I'll start leaving a bunch of footage. What should I do exactly? How about a letter to your future love? Ew, I don't think that's in my future. I love myself the most now and in the future. Then leave a letter to your future self. A letter to my future self? Alright, I'll do it. Hey, future me. Still doing well over there? Well, keep at it. What in the world was that? I don't know what else to say. If you have nothing to say to yourself, then how about to the future versions of us? No thanks. What can I possibly say to your future selves? Here, how's this for an example? Our future selves, listen up. I'm gonna get emotional during this. I'm sure we've succeeded in taking down the Queen and wiping out all raptures from the surface. The entire surface probably knows Eden's name by now. As a new paradise and base on the surface, I'm sure we've proudly shown its grandeur. It was a difficult journey, but we accomplished everything we initially set out to achieve. You've done an amazing job. So now, let's live our lives freely, doing whatever we want. Make Eden our home and travel to various faraway places without a rapture in sight. Or make Eden an even better paradise. Let's continue living happily in the paradise we've created. That was cheesy. You really think everything's going to go well? Who cares? We don't know what the future holds, so it certainly can't hurt to think positively, right? I guess so, but Haran's right. None of us can tell the future. Here, let me try. Good job, our future selves. I'm sure Haran's probably out exploring the surface, completely bereft of raptures. Meanwhile, Noah has probably made a name for herself as the strongest shield around. Well, she definitely did that. Yeah, so that definitely came true. How far do you plan on taking this delusion? I've heard Cecil is hard at work expanding Eden, and the ever so impressive commander is diving headlong into his training, as he always has. Apparently Dorothy is taking a trip for the first time in ages. Yeah, she definitely did that too. And is doing that now since she's been kicked out of Eden. As for me, I'm sure I've met someone I love. You did. And we're having a sweet and wonderful time together. You're not. Maybe you did, but... Oh, but yeah. To my future love. May we always be together. Oh, that hurts. Well, this actually seems kind of fun. Okay, I'll give it another go. Go on. Can you hear me? Man, this is so awkward. By now, I guess we've reclaimed the surface and defeated the queen? It's all thanks to my shield protecting you all. You know that, right? Yes. So, be nicer to me. Stop nagging me all the time. Give me plenty of praise and look out for me, okay? Noah, are you really saying this to our future selves? Yeah, you sure it's not something you want to say to Johan and Dorothy right now? Of course not. I'm talking to us in the future. Fine, if you say so. Sure. Okay, that's enough. This is mortifying. I quit. End of playback. I had no idea all this was being recorded. Messages left for the future, huh? Yeah, it hasn't like, their deaths haven't happened yet as of right now, but yeah. Caroline, Isabel, Noah, or maybe okay, no, it has, okay. Alright, so this is after the events of God's Fall, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if it was time gated or not, but yeah. All I can do is remember. So I promise not to forget. I'll remember everything you said. And see that your dreams go on. I can't be certain, but I'll try my best and give it my all. But just leave everything behind here. And rest in peace, no matter where you are. Man. I know, okay, Noah's a long shot at coming and surviving, and even if she does, she won't be the same. So she kind of is dead, but yeah, she won't be the same if she does come back. But yeah, Isabel and Huron are dead. Okay, Eden reconstructed is now 100% complete. Rebuild Eden is now complete. Whew. I didn't think this would be possible then with the ongoing battle, but it was completed faster than I expected. This is great news. Now all that remains is rearranging facilities to activate facility synergy effects or complete unfinished side missions. Now that the urgent issues have been dealt with, you're free to manage Eden as you wish. Once you complete mission 23, Rebuilding Eden, you'll be free to manage Eden however you like. You can choose to focus on side missions or dismiss all units and demolish facilities to reorganize as you wish and play freely.